Does it show up on the thing that's recording?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says record. Okay. And this is all right. Okay. Okay. Hello. Welcome back to our fifth self-care series, our fifth class in the self-care series. Let's try that again. Hello. Welcome back to the fifth class in our self-care series. Today we're doing a breathing meditation, which also doubles as Qigong or Qigong, depending on how you wish to pronounce Qi or Qi. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually focus on a breathing pattern, and we're going to do what we call the extended version, so as well as a static version. Okay? I learned this with some Don Masters, and it has been so helpful for me. I'd like to pass it on to you, and our patients that practice this have really mentioned that it's very, very useful. So first we'll show you the static position that we generally suggest for most people who are starting out. You know, if you're a student and you're doing this for the first time, only do it for 2 minutes. Okay, and then so Jill will show us the static position with the hands. And you can have the head down or up, and you can see everything is at a 90-degree angle. This is actually called a sleeping lion pose. Except with the head down, it's called a sleeping lion pose, but we've altered it to bring the head up. If you've got the head up, you're using your scaling muscles, and sometimes that's considered to hold anger. And so you're actually able to hold your head up and possibly release anger, as well as open up your chest cavity so you can get a better breath of air. And so what we want to do is we'll walk you through the whole series of where you focus your mind and the way that you breathe, and we'll walk you through that when we do the extended version. Okay, so this is how we have our students practice. Once they can hold this position for 20 minutes while they're doing the breathing meditation, and so that we can actually feel breath coming out of their fingertips and the tips of their toes, because there's a more advanced chest breathing aspect to it. That's when we move them on to the next one. And so you want to show them just a quick version of our practitioner version is a little more advanced. It involves movement. So if she's just 2 legs at a time in this last pose, so she would breathe out, and then she would breathe in. The breath comes into the Dajun while she's doing that, and then she would breathe out during that stage, and then she would breathe in. Okay? Thank you. Go ahead and rest. So the breathing pattern is going to be where you're breathing in back way. So if you have like Dr. Spock ears, and you would bring them to a point right to the back of your head, right where the baby has a fontanelle when they're first born. You'll breathe in that point. It's called back way. So we've kind of altered the breathing pattern just a bit to make it more efficient for us. It's a little different than the way I was taught. So we would begin by breathing in back way, and then as you breathe out, because as you breathe out, we might stop here. Then breathe in there as if the breathing pattern is longer, if we're there for 5 minutes, maybe in one position. Breathe in here, breathe out as if you're drawing a line to each energy center in the body. You breathe in, and then you breathe out. So now this is if you're doing a 15-minute or 20-minute. Breathe in here, and then breathe out. You would go to your chin. Breathe in the chin. You might stop at your throat chakra. I like to stop at places that feel stuck energetically. But anytime you stop, You breathe into that point again, and then when you breathe out, you're drawing a line to show along that acupuncture meridian, down along the triple warmer meridian. Okay, and then you breathe in here, and you breathe out maybe to solar plexus. Breathe in solar plexus to Danjon. Breathe in Danjon. As you breathe out, you're going to go to the hips. In the hips. Breathe out, drawing a line to the knees. Breathe in the knees. Breathe out, drawing a line to the ankles. Breathe in the ankles. And then breathe out the tips of the toes. And you want to actually focus so much that you feel them tingling. Okay? Then when you breathe in, after you breathe out the toes, you're going to breathe in kidney 1, which is essentially right there. Okay? So you'll breathe in and out kidney 1. Then you would breathe in as if you're breathing in a straw, in up to the ankles. Breathe out the sides of the ankles. Breathe in from the ankles to the knees. Breathe out the sides of the knees. Breathe in from the knees to the hips. Breathe out the sides of the hips. And then breathe into Danjon and out the tips of the toes. Once that's done, if you're doing this for 3 minutes or less, I'd say 5 minutes or less, what you would do is you keep the breathing pattern in the lower portion of the body, where you're breathing after you've gone through your entire cycle of opening up acupuncture points throughout your system. You'll breathe in from kidney 1 into Danjon, and then when you breathe out at your pace, breathe out the tips of the toes. If you're doing this for more than 5 minutes, then you'll want to add the chest breathing to it. Chest breathing, after you finish one cycle from the head to toe, back into Danjon and out the tips of the toes, then you'll focus on the chest, breathe in the chest, breathe out to the shoulders, breathe in the shoulders, breathe out to the elbows, in the elbows to the wrists, in the wrists, out the tips of the fingers, and then you'll breathe in this point right in here. Changshim. It's Yongchon, Changshim. And that is when you put when you make a fist, your middle finger goes right into Changshim. Okay, you can press that hard so it helps open up that energy center in your hand. Then you breathe in and out that point. And again, just like a straw, into the wrist, out the sides of the wrist. In from the wrist to the elbows, out the sides of the elbows, to the shoulders, out the sides of the shoulders, all the way to the chest, and out the tips of the fingers. Once you've done that, you've already gone through your whole body, out the tips of the toe, back to Danjon, out the tips of the toes. You came back up, you did your chest series of breathing. Now you're ready to do it all at the same time. Okay, so if you don't mind holding that pose, the static one. So now we're going to breathe in the hands and the bottoms of the feet, in to Danjon, out the tips of the fingertips and the tips of the toes. In from Changshim and kidney 1, breathing in. All of it goes into Danjon, and then you breathe out the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes. And I can actually feel, a sensation as she breathes out when she focuses. When she breathes out the tips of her fingers, or there we go, and I can feel it out the tips of her toes too. And so, can you feel any tingling?
Yes.
Okay, right on. Okay, so let's just do it. Okay, let's do the extended version for 3 minutes each posture, and we'll go from there. Okay? Now, if you're new to this, you can do the extended version with me. And if you're a practitioner, follow along with Jill. We're only doing this for 3 minutes each posture, and so what you want to do is work your way up. Start at 1 if you need to. That's not a problem. Maybe start at 2. In this case, we're kind of going right in the middle somewhere. We're going to go with 3. Work your way up to 5 with each posture. If you get there, then give us a call and we'll give you the next level. Okay? Okay, we're going to use my little G.I. Jane case here. Okay. So let's begin. I'll do the static version, the pre-practitioner version, and Jill will do the practitioner version. Okay, so here we go. I'll walk us through the breathing. Hands on your danjon. If you're static, the line is 90 degrees, but Jill is not doing the static version, she'll be doing the practitioner version. So breathe in the top of your head, and breathe out all the way to between your eyes. Breathe in between your eyes. Breathe out down your nose, on the front of your face, to chest. Breathe in chest. Breathe out down the front of your body, past solar plexus to your danjon. Breathe in danjon. Breathe out towards your right hip, past your right knee, to your right ankle. Breathe in the right ankle. And breathe out the tips of your toes on the right foot. Okay, breathe in and out, left kidney 1. Breathe in from kidney 1 to your left knee. And breathe out the sides of your knee. Okay, then breathe in from your knee to your danjon. And breathe down your right leg, out the tips of the toes on your right foot. In kidney 1 from the left foot, all the way to danjon. Out, down the right leg, out the tips of the right toes. And just go at your own pace. Okay, go ahead and put your leg down, your left leg, put that down. We're going to let you rest just for a moment. Why are we doing this exercise? It's actually called the Yundan exercise, and which means burning exercise. You can probably feel a little burning in your muscles, especially as you're holding that leg up. And so the idea is to burn away anything that you no longer need. Some people might call it negativity, but I just consider it, it is what it is. So I just consider it's just whatever's, if there's stuck energy in your system, we're able to help free it with our breath and by isolating it and bringing our awareness to it. So you really want to focus on the breath. Okay, let's get started on our next 3 minutes. So bring your right leg up. If you're on the static posture, you're going to follow what I'm doing. And I'll talk us through the breath again. So in the top of the head, crown chakra. And as you breathe out towards between your eyes. Breathe in between your eyes. Just imagine that point opening up and breathe out. Let's stop at the thyroid area this time. In the thyroid area. And breathe out to the chest, to the heart chakra, right in the middle there, your sternum. Breathe in sternum. Try to keep your leg in those 90-degree poses. Breathe in, Donjon. Breathe out to the left hip, past the hip to the knee. Breathe in the knee, left knee. Breathe out down the left leg, out the tips of the toes on the left foot. Okay, breathe in kidney 1 on your right foot. And breathe out that same point. Okay, breathe into your right ankle from that point, from kidney 1. Maybe even up your shin a little, and then out the sides of the shin. Breathe in from that right shin all the way to the right hip. Just feel that energy flow right through your leg, and breathe out the side of your hip. Breathe in from the hip to Donjon, from the right hip to Donjon. And breathe out, down the left leg, out the tips of the toes on the left foot. Okay, breathe in, right kidney 1 to Donjon. And breathe out, down the left leg, out the tips of the toes on the left foot. Continue that breathing pattern at your own pace. Now you may find that your leg may start to shake. Go ahead and put your leg down. Saved by the bell. So, and relax just for a few moments. You may feel your leg shake while you're holding it up in that posture. If your low back is rising up off the ground, then you may need to go to a lower, either tuck your pelvis and tilt it, do a pelvic tilt to help protect your low back and keep your core muscles tight. Again, to protect your low back. Or what you can do is go to a lower amount of time. You want to be able to complete the process. Start with 2 minutes in on the third pose, which is what we're going to do next. Start with 2 minutes for that one. Work your way up to 5 minutes in this pose. And then once you get to 5 minutes, maybe 7, then start doing the extended version with us. So I'm changing up the breathing pattern because, just to let you know, you do want to follow the exact breathing pattern. Believe me, I've tried to do it otherwise. It's not a good idea. You could end up with a headache. You want to make sure you're moving your energy in your awareness, in a way that's beneficial for your health. Okay? I think we've rested enough here. Shall we go to 3? We don't usually rest between postures, but it's not a bad idea to let your body find its center. Okay? So, we're going to do 2 versions of this. Go ahead and we'll start. So I'm holding the static posture. You can hold your head up. And our practitioners they'll have to do at least 5 minutes with their, at least 5 minutes with their head up during the, I think you've got 10 minutes with your head up during the 20-minute test. Although the test looks like this. So let's start the breathing pattern. So breathe in the top of your head and crown. Let's go all the way to the chest, to the heart chakra. Breathe in chest. Breathe out down to Donjon. Keep that pelvis tucked. In Donjon, out, down the hips, let's stop at the knees. Okay, breathe in the knees. Breathe out, down the lower leg, out the tips of both toes, or the toes of both feet. In both kidney ones. Out both kidney ones. Really focus so you can feel that area tingle. Breathe up from kidney 1 all the way to the knees. And breathe out the sides of the knees. And again, you don't need to keep your head up. I'll do that version. So breathe in from the knees to the danjon. And breathe out the leg, down the legs, out the tips of the toes from both feet. And keep breathing at your own pace. In from kidney 1. Breathe out, imagining the energy moving down your legs, out the tips of the toes of both feet. And just put your awareness on what you feel. Don't judge it, just feel it. If you feel an intense sensation, we'll just call it a sensation. Just smile. Somehow it tells your brain that you're actually enjoying this, and what do they call that? Fake it till you make it? Well, so we'll do it this way. Okay, go ahead and put your legs down for a moment. So if your legs start to shake, you can also consider it, of course, you may want to also try holding the posture and just breathe out any uncomfortable sensations that you may have. If your legs start to shake, it's kind of like when a garden hose, when you turn the water on and it shakes a little bit as the energy begins to move through. Just focus more, really focus on the breathing as opposed to the sensation that you're experiencing. Okay? Correcties. All right, are we ready?
We're ready.
You ready for the next one?
Ready.
Okay, so here's the 4th posture. This is the posture, not the 3rd one. This is the posture. Go ahead and start where we started the timer. This is the posture that will test you in 10 minutes with your head up. 20 minutes total in this posture. After 10 minutes, you can put your head down, and that's what our practitioner test is. Once the practitioner can pass that, sweet. As well as all the other exams, we're good to go. If you don't want to be a practitioner, not a problem. You can still do this exercise and have an incredible benefit for your health. Okay, let's go through the breathing. Okay. Okay, we're going to breathe in the top of our head. Breathe out, down to between your eyes. In between your eyes. Breathe out to solar plexus. Let's stop there this time. We're still drawing a line along the same meridian. In solar plexus. Breathe out down to danjon. Breathe in danjon. Breathe out down to the hips. Breathe in the hips. Breathe out. Let's go all the way down the legs, out the tips of the toes. Just for kicks. I guess for Jill it's only kicks. Okay, in, give me one, the bottom of the feet, in and out. And check your posture, make sure everything's at a 90-degree angle. Breathe in from kidney 1. Let's go to the mid-thigh. And out the mid-thigh. Okay, in from mid-thigh to danjon. And out the tips of the toes of both feet. Really feel that. How you doing, Jill? Good to go. All right, thumbs up. Okay, thumbs up, heads up. And a heads up, 7 up. bottom of your feet, in kidney 1 all the way to Danjon, and breathe out, down the legs, out the tips of the toes, both feet. And just do that at your own pace. Ooh, 3 minutes is up. Go ahead and fold your legs into what we call pretzel pose. What do you call that? Crisscross?
Applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce. So, or some people might call it Indian style. Either way, it works. Crisscross applesauce. We like to call it pretzel style. I've had some of the Pueblo Native Americans say it's not Indian style, it's pretzel style. So that's what I'm going with. Okay, so now you want to actually find your navel. Aha, there it is. Okay, and on the exactly opposite there would be Myung Moon. And imagine you just stick a Mr. Potato Head nose or a Mrs. Potato Head nose. You just stick it right in that spot of your back. You don't have to hit yourself like I just did. I don't recommend it, at least not until we get to body padding. Imagine that nose is there, and you're going to breathe. Imagine you're breathing in from there into your Danjon, and it should expand, and then when you breathe out, you're breathing out. So as we're breathing in pure energy. It's just pure because we want to cleanse our system. In this pose, what we want to do is we've done the burning exercise, right? We burned off the things we no longer need. And so now we want to gain energy. We really want to focus during this one. Okay, I haven't started yet, but Jill's she's on it. Okay, we want to feel, your hands want to get hot. Your Danjon wants to get hot. Wait a minute, that sounds bad, doesn't it? It sounds like fun, actually. You want to be able to heat up your Danjon. This is your power center, right? This is your relationship center for your chakras. So we want to be able to put our awareness anywhere in our body. In this case, it will be with our Danjon, and we're helping to cleanse this particular area of our body so that we can have a healthy physical body. Okay, so let's do our breathing for this. There's really not much to say, thankfully, huh? So 3 minutes of this. Breathe in from Myung Moon into Danjon. Breathe out from Danjon, out Myung Moon. Go at your own pace. In from Myung Moon into Danjon. Out Danjon. Out of Myung Moon. Or some people call it Ming Men. Into your Dantian or Laha. Go at your own pace for 3 minutes and collect all that energy you so richly deserve.